These fancy gadgets are going to be part of your armamentarium in near future. Believe me, people are going to Google it and they're going to ask you, what are those fancy gadgets? Don't you have those? And on the right side, this refractive suit or procedure, we all know that we earn on cataract surgery and we invest on the refractive procedures. But still, if you do not have this facility available in your hospital, then you might lose that patient to your neighboring hospital. Artificial intelligence already entered. See, just imagine a rural ophthalmologist sending a picture of a diabetic retinopathy and asking for your opinion. And if you don't have time in your busy OPD and OT, then you may be responding to him the next day and he might just shift to another ophthalmologist. I agree with you that private practice gives you more profit in initial days, but that is only in initial days. But the life that you live in group practice is totally different. What happens if some untoward incident happens to you? Let's take an example of you have an accident, a major accident, you are bedridden for about a month or so. You may be having 100 OPD per day, some 100 or 200 cataract surgeries a month, you must be earning 20, 30 lakhs, but what happens in that month? It comes from 100 to zero income. Why you want to have the stress of infrastructure? See, gone are those days when the 10 by 12 chamber was sufficient for an eye specialist. No, it's a fancy infrastructure, good looking, all armamentarium with best of equipments. It is not just investing in equipments. I'm sure many of you all must have bought an OCT 2 to 3 years back and must have upgraded it. So that's many a times I think whether we are earning for ourselves or for the company, instrument company people. Maintaining the human resources is again something, an EMI, day in and day out, you have to look after it. See, no longer are those normal eye hospitals going to be the standard. Like NABH has entered into ophthalmology, that is supposed to be the gold standard. Maybe in near future you will have the green building and so forth. That is going to be the natural, normal norms without which you cannot practice or you cannot get yourself empaneled with insurance companies or with central government health schemes. Ophthalmologists are going to increase. It's not going to go down. So you're going to have bigger and higher competition. Corporates have already ventured in ophthalmology and they are going to be our biggest competitors. Time management. See, maximum you can work is 16 hours a day, maximum. Because 8 hours is what is recommended by the professionals to take sleep. And minimum would be in group practice, you aim at working only in that 8 hours per day. That improves your lifestyle. How many of you have gone for a vacation for a month in your solo practice? Just imagine. Again, the statistics remains the same. You are earning 100 and it becomes to zero if you are going on a vacation. That's not in group practice. What are the types of group practices? One ophthalmologist, under which there are n number of ophthalmologists. That is one era of group practice. The commonest is 3, 4 people coming together and starting a group practice. They share in their financial, administrative, and all skills. And a very common and existing structure is also that one has a LASIK center and everybody goes and operate the LASIK procedures. Yes. Before you even think of going into group practice, leave your ego at home and then think of starting a group practice. Because we being an intelligent, intellectual ophthalmologist, that's the biggest hurdle. And you can group in financial, have good chemistry between your friends, and it's better if you have a friendship together that will help you in developing and branding your own group practice. Definitely it gives you higher income potential because different people, one may be good in administration, one may be good in finance, one may be a good phaco surgeon, and so you just club in all those things and that gives you a additive effect. As I mentioned, work-life balance, you can afford to take a leave without even compromising your income. You share the economy. Individually, we can do only partly things, but in a group, we can. And of course, the return on investment is definitely faster. But there are tips. You must have a clear-cut black and white business plan before you venture into the group practice. Now, the last 3 words are most important. First 3 words are important. Pick the right person, but remove the wrong ones because that will harm you in the long run. You should have a strong administrator. If you're a group of 3, 4 people, one should be the decision maker because otherwise your staff, your subordinate are going to take advantage of you. Because in the meeting, if there are some discussions and 3 directors say 3 different things, maybe they are right, but the person, your staff is going to pick up the person whom he'll be benefited from. So the one should be the decision maker. That's very important. Profit sharing to be transparent. One should aim equal investment, equal profit, equal working time. That is the best model, I feel. You should work together, play together, meet regularly, and that's the most workable group practice model. But there are few things. As I tell, ophthalmologists are intelligent, intellectual people. So getting along two intelligent people is a different task. Improper structuring. If one has invested 50%, one has invested 20%, then again the hurdle and the differences start maybe years to come. Exit policy. Something happened wrong to you. What are the exit policies? Again, in day one, in black and white, things should be written. Lack of business understanding, which most of the ophthalmologists have. You should have a long-term goal. What happens after you? What are your successors going to take over? Office politics is in every institution, personality and ego issues, and learn from your partner's strength and improve on your weaknesses. Good saying by Warren Buffett, if you don't find a way to make money when you sleep, you will work until you die. My dream, my institute which is coming up is ABOI Institute. I want...
Sir, we are ready.
Just 30 seconds.
Yes, sir.
I want...
Sneha, you can come here.
Yeah, ABO Institute should be known and not Dr. Gopal ARORA. So successful brands are an experience. They are not an entity. So, friends, just to sum up my presentation in one slide, you should develop a brand. This is a good hospital, good hospitality, good OPD patient, good surgical treatment, not individuals. That is why you can develop the brand. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Gopal. To summarize, you said that a group practice has less stress and better work-life balance. Financial benefits do come whenever there is a time of crisis. Cost recovery of fancy and modern equipments is better. And of course, you can compete with corporates. That's the advantage of joining a group practice.
Yeah.